All right, and this one is a go as well. Go ahead.
Hey there, this is Carolyn Wester. I want to talk to you about summer 2017 at Wrestling Prep. It's hard to believe we've been doing this for, golly day, almost 11 years, and we are super excited about this summer. Last year we finished up with right over 2,400 wrestlers from 23 states, and we opened registration this year in December of 2016, and we are way over the number of registrants we had last summer. First thing I want to tell you about Wrestling Prep residential summer training program is that everybody is welcome. Because a lot of people associated Wrestling Prep with some high caliber technique wrestlers, they think that they have to be at a certain skill set, and that's just not true. We teach by movement and then by skill set. So everybody is accommodated, and it's a really good process because someone who's just starting wrestling, as they're learning their movement, they might not really understand where it's applicable, but when they see somebody who's a 2 or 3 time state champ or a national champ or an NCAA All-American using the same movement but applying it to advanced technique, they get excited because they realize that they're going to be able to build on to what they're doing. And that's part of our body leveraging process. We have body leveraging, and then we've been doing human geometry now for about 22 months in addition to the body leveraging, and it's having a dramatic effect on people's ability to score and to avoid being taken down. So I just want to reiterate, it doesn't matter what skill set you are, it doesn't matter what gender, all that matters is that you really want to learn and that you're going to be open to the process and pay attention. Second thing I want to say is please do not come to Wrestling Prep because of money. We want to help as many people as we can, and we are open to that. Last year, we provided some sort of assistance, scholarship, aid to over 1,000 of the wrestlers. And the way we do that is by allowing some to do volunteer. The parents do some volunteer work for us. Some of the parents just plain work for us. Some of the wrestlers do work for us, and the rest of the money we raise to provide the scholarships opportunity. And we are excited to do it. There is no application process. There is no precursor. There's no FAFSA at all. It's really just based on need because we want to help everybody go through situations where money is tight. So those are the 2 things I want to say up front. Third thing is this week we're going to operate in 6 weeks, and we have several additional courses and opportunities for both the wrestlers, coaches, and parents. Because now that we're finding some of the most successful wrestlers, and what I mean by successful is competing at the level they hope to obtain during their middle school and high school and collegiate years, and obtaining entrance into college, and are successful at college. They don't go to college, get overwhelmed, come back home because they can't do basic things, but who are there and functioning and making good grades and heading toward a fantastic future, whether it's to go on and be an Olympic athlete or whether it's to go to work or whatever their next step is. So that's what we're talking about. That's what we see as successful. So in order to aid that this year, we're going to be attending 4 of the Clovis private scrimmages, for lack of a better word, and all of those are on the summer training camp website. We're also going to be continuing our open room, which is the Sunday afternoon event where wrestlers wrestle live but in one period goes. And we're going to continue our match night program, which normally pulls about 250 wrestlers. And we try to get in between 5 to 12 matches per wrestler there. And there's all kinds of skill sets. And that is a great experience. But there's no pressure. And there's no, bragging. There's no one-upmanship. It's purely to try what they've learned during the summer and to focus it forward. We will have a lot of wrestlers who come that'll be preparing for Fargo, and we will be doing freestyle and Greco for them. Often when we teach folk style and we roll it into freestyle. And then on occasion, when the folk style converts naturally to Greco or Greco converts to folk style. So those are some of the things around actual competition. In addition, we're going to be offering an intro to weightlifting. So this is for the little bit of the younger kids or the less muscularly developed kids. and starting to teach them what the correct movement is for weightlifting and how to use their body correctly. So as they naturally move into that process of weightlifting, that they're prepared, that they know what muscles to use, they know what their body shapes to look like, and they know how to make that as effective as possible. In addition, we're going to be having leadership classes for those athletes who want to participate and learn how to leadership, to provide and give leadership, and how to do infrastructure, planning infrastructure for their own schedules and the schedules of others, and how to integrate their goals into their parents' work schedules, their coaches, training schedules, and their academic schedules. And what are some of the do's and don'ts and the best ways to communicate with your coach and to communicate with your teachers so you can be successful in those areas. We're also going to offer a 2-day coaches camp this year. One of it will be on organization and the other part will be on basic body leveraging. And the last thing we're going to do is offer a 2-day parents camp where parents can come and learn about recruiting, nutrition, training, schedules, postseason, preseason, what the rules are for the CIF, the California governing body, as well as some of the national rules of the do's and don'ts of the recruiting process, the high school process, and the training process. This year at Wrestling Prep, we will be housing all female residents in a separate facility than the men or youth. So I just want to make that clear that they're completely separate. And on an average, we have 1 counselor for every 4 campers when they're not training. So your child or your wrestler is in with a group of 8 to 10 wrestlers, and they usually have 2 or 3 counselors per that group. And then when we're actually training, it's usually 1 counselor to every 6 to 8 wrestlers. So we don't go look at this technique, blow a whistle, say go drill it, come back and move to the next one. We actually have stations, and the wrestler learns a part of the movement and then is sort of graduated from there in a minor way, goes to the next group and the next group, and they can sit there and practice it. And then when we do live, and we have the match nights and the open rooms, we actually have them use that technique, and then the next day we divide them up again and answer all their questions and make sure that it's fitting their needs. So wrestlers that have long legs and short bodies, move one way, and wrestlers that have long bodies and short legs move another, and genders move differently, and sizes move differently. So we accommodate all of those so your wrestler starts to think for themselves, and they'll be able to take other knowledge that's given to them and make it so it works for their movement type and their body type. So, we're super excited about Wrestling Prep Summer 2017. Just want to reiterate that it's open for all skills, usually ages 5 and up. All parents are welcome. They're welcome to stay over with the wrestlers. Happy to have you. We don't charge extra for it. Coaches are welcome to come. We don't charge extra for it. We do offer financial aid and scholarship. There is no application requirements or process. And I just want to reiterate that we're way ahead on the numbers. So scholarships and discounts run out. Right now we're offering, I believe it's 40% discount through January 31st if you're coming for 3 or more weeks, and it's 35% off if you're coming for 1 or 2 weeks of the 6-week program. And then when we move into February, that'll drop again. So it'll probably be maybe 35 or 30% for 4 or more weeks and 25 or less for the others. And just so you know, when the campers come, they do stay over the weekend if that's what you want them to do. And we have events and activities for them, and their laundry does get done. So I'm trying to think of what else everybody wants to know. So this video is comprehensive. Just let me reiterate a last time. Please reach out to me. It's never a problem. My number is 650-245-3533, or you can go to www.wrestlingprepsummertrainingcamp.com or wrestlingprep.com. And also, forgot to say, we have payment plans. I think that's everything. Please forgive me for not being sequential, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Perfect.
All right.